Hey guys, look what's here. It's the stitched kit. So just to let anybody know that hasn't followed the videos or hasn't watched all the videos, I signed up for the stitched class, and you get a free kit with it if you order before they run out of kits. They have a limited amount of kits. So I got the class and I got the kit, and it took a long time to ship, and I don't really know why. I know they had sent me an email saying they were behind a day on shipping because they had moved locations, but then they even shipped it, and it still took like 8 business days. So that's kind of strange for them. Anyway, I'm so excited that I got the kit. If you don't know, Paige Evans is teaching the stitched class. So if you're a fan of her work, or if you like stitched layouts, this obviously is a good class and a good kit. So this box is kind of like comically large for, like, that's all you get in there. They could have sent that in like an envelope. One thing I will say, like, about the classes is the kits are small. I mean, they're free. It's supposed to be a bonus. But the way I look at it is I'm already going to take the class. So I always try to sign up for a class in time to get the free kit. Usually they don't run out of them, but I know their classes and their brand has been getting a lot more popular. So, there's definitely a bigger possibility that stuff would sell out. Alright. So, I see right away you get some embroidery floss. This one's a pretty blue, and it's got some purpley colors in there. And then this one is definitely like 3 different shades of pink. So that's fun that it comes with some embroidery floss, since the whole class is about stitching on your layouts, including a lot of hand stitching. And I already have a lot of embroidery floss, and you can get it at Walmart if your Walmart has like a bead section. Mine's in the bead section instead of the fabric section. So usually it's right near the office supplies or other craft supplies. And they normally don't have as many shades as like Joann's or Michael's, but you can get a good set, and they're only like 35 cents a piece, so you can get a lot. So here's a really pretty gold thread. So pretty. Here's a little wood veneer card, kind of like a tag because it's got a hole right there. And you can stitch through that. And they did have some other wood veneer pieces in their shop, and I was not happy because whenever I paid for the class, it brings up a list of suggestions of things you might want for this class, and they had a lot of stencils, and they had some of these wood veneer cards, or there was like a heart and one that said rad and I think a camera, and they were really reasonably priced for being such a large wood veneer with the pre-done holes, but the shipping was like really high, and I felt since they were already shipping you your kit, they could have gone ahead and like included that in your shipping, especially since it was like a recommended class supply or something that you might see in the classes. So that kind of disappointed me, especially now that I see how nice the wood is. It's very, it's kind of thin, but you wouldn't want it to be too thick to put it on a layout or in a pocket protector. So anyway, here is the stamp set, and I'll take it out of the plastic so you can see it a little bit better. So it's got this cute little feather, a cross stitch, like some X's, a star, this little scallop circle, and then it says wild and free. And I like that these are just regular stamps. Like, you could definitely sew over that one, or maybe even the outline of the feather, but they're just normal stamps like you would find in any class kit. They're not specifically for sewing. Let's see, we've got some 3x4 cards, and these have holes where you can punch So you can sew, or I mean, if you don't want to sew, if you just like the card, go ahead and use them. But I don't find myself stitching a lot on my layouts, not hand stitching at least, and I would like to get more into the habit. That one's got all sorts of like patterns and stuff on it. That's cute. Some feathers. That's got some journaling lines, it looks like, or maybe just decorative. And then little places that you can sew on there. Back to the pie chart. This is super cool. It's like, let me see. Looks like there's a piece of cardboard under here, so maybe I can, yes. Okay, so this is like a template. That one says shine, and then it's got a diamond, an arrow, and just like a diamond or triangle pattern. So that's really, really cute. So you can use that over and over and over. It's fairly sturdy, so it's going to last. It's going to hold up. Little shipping tag, which is like the perfect size if you want to like stitch shine on there. Do that pattern. Perfect size. And then we've got some 4x6 cards. And again, they have the guides where you can punch through the holes. Super, super cute. And then a piece of paper, like a book paper, the Pickwick Club, in regard to business. So I don't know what book this is from. Actually, I do know. By Dickens, Pickwick paper. The Pickwick Club. Okay. There's also a scene in Little Women that has like Pickwick Club in it. So I didn't know if this is the Charles Dickens version or the Little Women. But anyway, it's a book page. I guess that's all that really matters. So it's kind of thin, so I'm interested to see what they have in store in the class for that. Because I love book pages, even though I find it slightly sacrilegious to cut apart a book. If it's a really old one or like a dollar book, I have cut them apart before, even though it does kind of break my heart. But I really love the way an altered book looks. So anyway, this is the stitched class kit. So like I said, it was free, but if you calculated everything out, it's probably, you know, like $5 worth of free product, maybe a little bit more, because of the stamp set. And the wood veneer card is obviously, you know, an exclusive thing. Like, everything is exclusive to the class. It's not like you're gonna find it somewhere else. So obviously that's part of what you're paying for. Somebody's designing it and producing it and printing it all out. And that's part of what you're paying for. If you've never stitched before, if you've never done any hand stitching, I have this piercing mat and this paper piercer that came with the Studio Calico kit one time. It's by Amy Tangerine. I know Amy Tangerine has a lot of stencils out right now, and they all come with some embroidery floss, a paper piercer, and a mat. This is pretty much just like a mouse pad for the most part. So if you had a mouse pad, you could probably just buy a paper piercer at Michael's or Joann's or somewhere, I would bet. I used to have a better paper piercer that was bigger, like longer, but I have no idea where it's at now since I've moved so much. But anyway, so those are the two things that I would recommend if you're starting out for stitching and hand stitching. I also have a sewing machine. I just have a really cheap sewing machine. I have done more on it than just stitching on layouts. But just go with like a really cheap machine. You can get them at Walmart even most of the time. So anyway, if you have any questions about stitching on layouts, or you want to know more, or see something better up close, send me an email or leave me a comment, and I will go through it. And if you have any questions about stitching, I'm sure they will be answered in the stitch class as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.